Litzhok means to laugh. If I had to use one phrase to describe my time abroad in Israel, it would be full of laughter. From the moment I just happened to meet Isabel on a plane full of strangers, to the 4 hours I spent in airport security before leaving Israel, I learned what it meant to be full of laughter. Laughter is getting cheated for the taxi ride because we looked like lost tourists. The disapproving looks and curious stares for our knee-length dresses and my tattoos. Laughter is being constantly lost and relying on the graciousness of strangers. Laughter is celebrating Isabel's birthday with malawak and kosher cake. It's 25 hours of Hebrew class every week, with others just as overwhelmed as I, and teachers who encouraged us even when we didn't have the answers. Laughter is Ellie spilling wine on my favorite dress, Jawad attempting to teach us Tedebka, Kim showing us photos of his beautiful family, and hammocking with Hannah in the middle of a city full of people who had no idea what we're doing. Israel was spent laughing with total strangers until we became old friends. It was about learning to laugh both at myself and the bad things that sometimes happen. I learned to laugh away tears. My first week in this foreign country, my phone was stolen from me in a sea of over 1,000 people. Frustrated and angry, I began to cry. Out of the shadows came a boy who grabbed my hand, led me to a nearby security guard, and began explaining to him what had just happened. Conversing together using a mixture of broken English and Hebrew, Muhammad offered to walk with me to the U.S. Embassy, over 2 miles. I had nothing to offer Muhammad. He simply wanted to help me out of kindness. Through Muhammad and a fellow classmate, I learned to laugh at the way Americans wrongly stereotype Muslim culture. Jawad was our willing travel guide to Palestine, taking carloads of giggling girls to experience blessings in Bethlehem. He took care of us in Ramallah, and he bought our dinner at a Nutella shop in Beit Hanina. Jawad made our experiences unforgettable, and his new wife is so lucky to have such a selfless man. I learned to laugh through language barriers. Communicating with Israelis on the street, I was continually messing up what I was trying to say. I am indebted to their patience and willingness to hear me. I learned that laughter fills the gaps when language fails. Laughter is the glue that holds us together through difficult situations. Lida is originally from Iraq and came to Israel for better opportunities. She lived at a convent in Jerusalem, and it was a 30-minute walk to class every morning after a long night of working at the hospital. Yet every day she laughed at the way the heat blushed her face, always asking after our well-being instead. I found laughter on the city streets. It was in the way locals regarded tourists, in the eyes of small children, and in the welcoming hands of everyone around us. Laughter is early morning bus rides to Nazareth. It's that really annoying tour guide at Caesarea. Laughter is in Shabbat dinners with new friends when you aren't even Jewish. It's in the way Jacqueline cared so much about a sick kitten, the way Aline didn't like to smile for pictures, and the lunchtime chats shared with Olivia. It's walking around the market late at night when the vendors are trying to sell the last of their produce. Laughter is floating in the Dead Sea for the first time, and the feel of your skin after. Laughter is making chocolate with Gilad while he asks if he can work on my family's farm in Oklahoma. Laughter is spelunking with Anne, walking through underground tunnels with Naomi. I realized that laughter can be the peace that combats war's pain. Our last night in Israel, Hannah and I were searching for a cheap bite to eat in Tel Aviv. Finding a Bereka's restaurant, we sat down and laughed for all we had discovered about ourselves, this country, and its people. Mid-giggle, the store owner and his son came outside and sat with us. As with everyone else we had met the past 5 weeks, we became fast friends with these men. They told us of the war last summer, how it had affected them, the debris near their house that could have easily been their own home, and about how much they loved Israel, but hated her current state. I remember asking how he continued to stay somewhere and live through something so dangerous and hard, and he said to me, "This is my home. My life is here. All I can do is find the good and the bad and hope that someday we can find peace." Laughter is that good. It's the peace sign he gave when I asked to take his photograph. As I continue to reminisce on this unforgettable experience that has reshaped my life, all I can do is give thanks for the people who taught me that laughter is more than just an emotion. It's a way of life. Toda arba lachaverim sheli, tamid zoker litzhok.